Hey guys, in this video is Premier League predictions week 17, so let's get right into this. So for this first game of the weekend, it will be Crystal Palace versus Chelsea. I'm predicting the score to be 2-0 in Chelsea's favor, mainly because Chelsea are 6 points clear at the top and they're facing a 16th placed Crystal Palace this week. And although Crystal Palace fought against Man United before Ibrahimovic's goal in the late stages of the game, they are tied for third in most goals allowed, but they are still a decent scoring side with fifth in goals scored this season, and they have drawn and lost their last two. Meanwhile, Chelsea have not lost in 2 months, and they actually need to step up because they haven't scored goals lately. Their last 2 games have been 1-0. And although this has been a bad habit of theirs these past 2 games, I think they're going to capitalize against a weakened Crystal Palace season. This next game is between Middlesbrough and Swansea. I'm predicting the score to be 2-1 for Swansea, mainly because Middlesbrough have lost the past 2 games and are pretty inconsistent in form, haven't been quite exciting in this season. Meanwhile, Swansea are second in goals allowed in the league. They're in 20th place in the league relegation area, and they're looking to escape with a win. I think Bob Bradley needs to really motivate this team, because I think Swansea, if they don't really step up, I think many key players are going to leave after the season, and I think they're going to be relegated if they don't do anything about it. This game is between Stoke and Leicester, and I'm predicting a 1-1 draw between both teams, mainly because Stoke have had a low goal-scoring tally so far this season. I believe they scored 17 goals so far, and they've had a loss and a draw in their past 2 matches, which is not the best form, and they're not really consistent either, and their manager Mark Hughes really needs to work on that. They have some talented players, but they need to gel first. But meanwhile, Leicester have had a disappointing season so far. Losses are more imminent for them. I mean, they had 1 win in their past 7 matches, which is really disappointing. They're too focused on the Champions League and need to come back to the league, especially because the Champions League is now like a few months away from them playing. And they're in a relegation battle, to be honest. I don't think they want to say it, but I think they are, because they're not really performing well, and they need to do that if they want to stay in the league. This match is between Sunderland and Watford, and I'm predicting a 2-2 draw between both teams because Sunderland haven't been playing the best football lately. 2 wins and 3 losses in the past 5 matches. They look like they're regaining form, but every time they do, it seems like it just comes with a loss the next game. They suffered a big loss this week with Jan Kirchhoff being lost until March. I think that's how you pronounce his name. But Watford are really inconsistent lately. They have really good players. They have talent like Stoke, like what I said earlier, but they need to gel as well. Roberto Pereira has been suspended, which is a big loss, and Stefano Okaka has an injury which needs to be dealt with. And I don't think Watford are going to capitalize on Sunderland's relegation playing stuff. This next game is between West Ham and Hull, and I'm predicting a 2-1 scoreline for this game in West Ham's favor, because that win over Burnley this week for West Ham should be a confidence boost against Hull. They need to shore up their defense though. They're tied for 3rd in most goals allowed, and they're looking to climb the table from their position now, which is 16th. But Hull are winless in their past 5 matches, and they're looking to exploit this West Ham defense, as it has been very porous this season. But they have 11 goals allowed in the past 5 matches, which is pretty bad. That's over 2 goals a match, and I think that's why West Ham are going to capitalize on this with a 2-1 win. Okay, this game is between West Bromwich Albion and Manchester United. I'm predicting a 2-2 draw between both teams. West Brom have been in impressive form, 7th place right now, and Solomon Rondon scored a hat-trick against Swansea in their last game, and they need to keep Manchester United on edge with their attack. But Manchester United, they lost Mkhitaryan, who has recently gone back into the lineup and provided an attacking edge until the end of December, and they need to score goals if they want to keep up with the top 5. They have 22 goals so far, which is 5 less than Tottenham, who have 27 and are in 4th place. So I think Manchester United are going to be looking for the win, but West Brom have a talented enough team to earn the draw. Okay, so this is a big game, South Coast rivalry between Bournemouth and Southampton. I'm predicting a 1-1 draw for both teams because Bournemouth are playing good football at the moment, 3 wins in their past 5 matches, and they're hoping for a win to climb up the table. But Southampton have 2 draws, 2 wins and 1 loss in their past 5 matches, and although they're missing key players in Cedric and Romeo, I think they're going to look to keep Bournemouth on their toes during this match. Southampton are really unpredictable, especially this season where their consistency level has been up and down, but they need to attack this Bournemouth defense, and I think Southampton are going to score some goals in this match. Otherwise, there are going to be some very good shots created, but I think it's going to be a 1-1 draw either way. This game is between Manchester City versus Arsenal, a big game between 2 of the powerhouses in the Premier League. And I'm predicting a 2-1 Arsenal win because Manchester City are still without Sergio Aguero and Fernandinho, 2 big players for Manchester City in my opinion. And they need a spark to defeat Arsenal, who are looking to revenge their loss versus Everton this past week. And the Arsenal are going to want to tempt the Man City defense to come up so they can attack them. Arsenal have really high-octane offense, but Manchester City are a pretty good team too, even without Aguero and Fernandinho. So they're going to look to take advantage of Arsenal's defensive mistakes and score some goals. This game is between Tottenham and Burnley, and I'm predicting a 4-1 scoreline for Tottenham because Tottenham had 12 goals scored in their past 5 matches, and they're facing a Burnley side who only has 1 win in their past 5, and it should be a breeze for this Tottenham team. They're a pretty strong side. Even without some players, they're still pretty good. But Burnley have not been impressive in these past 5 matches, as I said before, and big players need to step up for them if they want to win, which is probably unlikely. And Tom Heaton should provide some good saves, but I think Tottenham all-around team is pretty good to stop this Burnley team from scoring, and they could score against them as well. This game is between Everton and Liverpool, the Merseyside derby, probably the most hyped up game this week. And I think it's gonna be 3-1 in Liverpool's favor because even though Everton pulled a shock victory versus Arsenal on Tuesday night with Ashley Williams' late header, I think Jagielka's suspension could affect this defense, and they need to be defensive if they want to stop this Liverpool attack, high octane. And for Liverpool, Emre Can and Joel Matip could feature after their slight injuries this past week. And although they're slightly slipping in form with 2 draws and a loss in these past 5 matches to go with 2 wins, they're still league leaders in goals scored, and they need to use that to their advantage if they want to take over this Everton defense that has been depleted of their captain. Okay guys, so this is the end of my video. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed, you can leave a like, subscribe, comment, do whatever you want. But that's gonna be it. See you next video. Peace.